Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing these Undoor cable protectors on our garage door right here, so stick around if you'd like to check it out. The first thing that we want to do right here is we're going to want to go on ahead and make a mark at the bottom of our garage door where it sits when it's closed here. You want to do this on this side as well as the other side, and then that'll give us where we need to install the pieces right here. When you go to install these right here, what you're going to do is you're going to take this, line this part up right here with the line that we just made right here. This does not get jammed in between here, it just sets right up near it right there. You want it away from your weather stripping so it's not going to crush it. Mine's a little bit worn out right there, so I'll have to replace that, but we want to probably put it right about here is where we're going to mount it. So we'll get this one mounted and we'll do the other side. When you go to mount these right here, one thing that you want to make sure of is you don't have a post-tension slab. If you do, you're going to need to just adhere it with adhesive instead of screwing into it. Never drill into a post-tension slab. Now mine is not post-tension, so I should be okay. I've got it where I want it lined up right here, and I'm going to go on ahead and start my drill right here. All right, now they did provide us with some plastic inserts to go into the holes that we just drilled right here, as well as some screws. So we'll go ahead and get these installed right here. If you didn't want to use these or you lost them, you could probably just use some tack cons. This is the side that I used their drill bit on. I tried to push in their sleeve right here, and it did not. It got stuck halfway down and broke. So I'm gonna pull it out right here, and I'll drill it out a little bigger with mine and see if that'll help here. All right guys, so we got this installed on this side as well as the other one on the other side here. The cord runs through it pretty nicely right here. This is the whole point of it right here, so it doesn't crush your cords that you have to run underneath your garage door. So now we're gonna move on to the next step here. The next step is we're gonna go on ahead and we're gonna need to replace our weather stripping that we have down here on the bottom of the garage door. I've never done this before, but I believe this kind of crimps it into here. So I'm gonna loosen my bolts all the way along my garage door right here, and hopefully that should loosen it enough to where I can slide this piece out right here. So let's get on it. All right, so now that we've loosened these bolts right here, we're just gonna go on ahead and start peeling out the old weather stripping right here. All right, now that we got that undone from this side right here, we should be able to just go on ahead and slide this out from one of the sides. I'm probably gonna do it on the far side over here, where I have a little more room. So you just gotta take it and literally just start pulling on it, and it should start sliding on out right here. All right, it looks like it's actually just starting to pull on out of here, so that'll make it a little easier here for us. We got it all out. We'll go ahead and get this vacuumed up and cleaned up right here, and then we'll move on to installing the new one. All right, guys, so here is the new seal that we are going to go on ahead and replace it with right here. Just picked it up at my local big box store. So we're going to go on ahead and get this opened up and get it installed here. All right, you guys, so we got the rubber replaced in the track right here. To be honest with you, it was kind of a complete pain. But it's not sealing correctly on the ground right here because the track that holds the rubber piece, the seal right here, it's all kind of bent out of shape, as you can kind of see right here. It's kind of just not sitting where it should be. So when I bring this down with those pieces on the floor right there, it doesn't seal properly. So we're gonna pull this off right here. I picked up a new weather stripping right here for the garage door. So we'll get this one off of here and we'll replace the new one, which should be a lot better here. So let's get on it. All right, so here is the new setup for our garage door seal. I ordered this off of Amazon. If you guys are interested in it, I'll have a link in the description below. But what it has is it has this aluminum track that's going to mount to the bottom of the garage door. It has provided screws, and then here is the new seal, which folds up like that, and it actually just presses. It just presses into the grooves right here. So it should be a lot easier. So let's go on ahead and get this going here. Now that we got the old one off of here, we're going to go on ahead and we're going to clean up the bottom of the garage door right here, and then we'll start installing the new track here. All right, now the next step when we go to install these right here, it says to put these on with some silicone sealant on the back right here before we put them up onto the garage door. Now before I do that, I'm gonna put all these up with some tape first and make sure that they all fit across the door. Once I make sure that they all fit and I don't have to trim anything, or if I do, I can get that done first, then we'll put some silicone sealant on the back of this and we'll start installing the screws into the door. We have the tracks taped up in place right here. Looks like everything will line up. At the very end, I'll probably have to trim off just a little bit in the corner right here. So I have the last piece off of here right now for that. But we're gonna start over here on this side, and we're gonna start with the silicone. We're just gonna apply it to each track piece, put it up, and then start screwing it into the garage door here. For the silicone that I'm gonna be using, this is the one that I'm gonna be using right here. I just picked it up at my local big box store. I think this should be pretty good right here, so we'll go ahead and get this on there. We got the new aluminum track in on the bottom of the door right here with the silicone, and it's all screwed in here. So the next step, we're gonna go on ahead and we're gonna get the new seal, and we're gonna start pushing it into the track right here. We got the new seal installed right here. Overall, pretty easy to get installed after I got the track installed onto the garage door right here. It took a little bit of time. We had to push one edge in and then push in the other side with a screwdriver. So, but it worked really well, a lot easier than the old one was. So now that we have that done, we can go on ahead and install the undoors underneath the door and see how it works now. Now that we have this down right here, from my understanding, what we can do is we come in right here and we want to mark right about where we want to cut the seal right here, just so it can settle down in between the groove right here. So let's go on ahead and get a mark down here, and then from there we can go on ahead and cut it. I want to put it right about here on the garage door, just that way I can know where it is. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, and we'll come in and we'll cut this right here. As you guys can see, this weather stripping is just not working for my garage door right here. It's too short, so I went ahead and I picked up a larger weather stripping. This one I believe is only 3 or 4 inches wide. The new one I got, I believe, is about 6 inches. So we're gonna try that and see if that helps. All right, here's the new weather stripping we're gonna go on ahead and get installed here. You saw me install the other one, so I'm not gonna make you watch that again here, but this is the wider one, so hopefully this will work out. Now we have the new garage seal on here. It is a lot better. As you can kind of see, when I push down on it right here, it will finally touch the ground all the way across, which is what we want to see. We're not too worried about that light over there. We'll deal with that in a second. So now that this goes down all the way, when we push it down, we want to adjust the travel on our garage door. So let's go on ahead and go do that. To adjust the travel on my garage door, there's a couple different adjustments right here. These two adjustments are going to be for the force, the down force and the up force on the garage door. And then over here on this side, these two adjustments, these are going to be the up and the down adjustments. So we're going to play with these a little bit right here, get it where we need it. Once we have it there, once we have it adjusted, then we can go on ahead and we can go down to the bottom of the garage door and trim the end pieces here. So let's go on ahead and work on that. With these adjustments, I've been told you want to go very, very small adjustments on here. You don't want to just go cranking on it right here. So I'm just going to do just a little adjustment to see kind of where that gets us right here. Okay, so as you can see, we have the garage door that's closing all the way now. With that new seal, it definitely helps out right there. In order to go in ahead and get this to work, what I had to do, I had to come into here to this screw right here, and I had to back it off this way, about a turn or so, and that is what gave us the garage door closing without bouncing back up right here. So now we are good. Now we can move on to trimming the excess, and we should be all set. We have the new weather stripping installed right here, and then it was too big going across this section right here where it's supposed to pinch down in between the plastic piece on the ground right here. So I went ahead and I slid in my old one, and that seems to be working right here. So we'll see how it goes. If anything, gets messed up, or if anything gets inside, I'll let you guys know. But that's what I did on each side. I put a piece of my old one up here, and then I have the new weather stripping right here. But other than that, it works pretty good here, which I'll show you. So as you can see, it creates a nice seal right down there, and then same thing on the other side. It also creates a good seal over here as well. Okay, so that's gonna be it for installing the Undoor cable protectors on our garage door back here. Overall, I don't really know if I would recommend it. It was kind of a pain getting it installed. I had to change multiple garage seals on the bottom of my door right there. I just don't know if it would be really worth it, but we'll see how it works. We got it installed now. I have a tiny bit of a gap on each side where the two different seals meet right there, just because that's the way I had to do it for my garage. I don't think anything will get through it right there, but I'll keep an eye on it. If that changes, I'll let you guys know. But again, it was just kind of a pain getting it installed and everything. Now that could be my garage door and my floor right here. May not apply for everyone, but I did have quite a bit of trouble with it getting it installed. I started it like a year ago, and then I kind of put it away, and then I kind of just jumped back on it when I decided to get another seal. So hope you guys enjoyed the video though. If you guys are interested in checking it out, I will make sure that there's a Amazon affiliate link in the description below. So if you guys want to check it out, please go check it out. Just be aware that, if you do get it, it may require a bit of work to get it working right. So again, though, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks.